Hey there guys, Jimmy from Classic Gaming here, bringing you a new TF2 video. Now this is a video that may be a new series, it may not be, I'm really not too sure just yet. I'll probably will make more videos of this sort in the near future, but regardless, here it is. I decided, based on just watching other people's videos and noticing that for some reason YouTube really likes lists, that I would do my own personal top 10 favorite hats of TF2. Now, some prereqs for this: these have to be hats or misc items that belong on the head, okay? So not like any jackets or anything like that, or body armor or pants like on the heavy. The list would have to be way longer. Like, I couldn't do just 10 for sure. It had to be like a 5 million long list because I love a lot of cosmetics in this game. So this is just for the head region, both the top of the head and the eye region, like, you know, miscs that are on that. And they also have to be unusual based, meaning they can have unusual effects applied to them. So those are the two prereqs for this entire list, okay? I'll try to give some background or some reasoning to why I like these hats or something of the sort. So first off, and real quick before I forget, I did it in a 9-class fashion with an all-class as my number 1, which kind of worked out anyways, because I want, like, my number 1 favorite hat in the game right now is an all-class. I'm sure half of you have already figured it out by now, but we'll get to that later on. So yeah, it's going to be 1 spy, 1 sniper, 1 engineer, 1 medic, 1 heavy, 1 pyro, 1 demo man, 1 soldier, 1 scout, and then 1 all-class at the very end as my number 1. So here we go. First off, we got the Spy's No Mercy, which is a mask that looks like an Oni mask or a demon mask. It came from the Shogun update. It's a very, very nice hat. It was originally a hat. When it first came out, it was a hat. Then Valve did the whole, we're gonna make this a misc now, and this price shot the fuck up. When that happened, I traded my Burning Chapeau that I had at the time for a Burning No Mercy. Go figure. This was all before it became a limited edition item. I actually sold it right before it became limited. So I got about $600 or so out of it, and like I'd say a month or two after that, it went up to about $3,000. So you know, that's life. I don't really mind too much. For any of you wondering if I'm lying or not, I do in fact have the history of the hat at my disposal. It's in Maddie's backpack, so you know. Next up, we got the Dread Hiding Hood for Sniper. Now, a lot of you know I have a burning yellow belt. You'd think I'd do it on that, right? Well, as much as I love the yellow belt, I love the Dread Hiding Hood a little bit more. And because of that, you'll usually see me wearing a Dread Hiding Hood over my burning yellow belt, because I love the burning Dread Hiding Hood. It looks really nice. Like, seriously, it is a really, really good hat effect combo. Unfortunately, I don't want to spend that much money or in-game items or anything of the sort to get a burning Dread Hiding Hood. That shit is way too expensive, because fuck that. I'm not doing it. It's too rare. I'd rather just have my cheap-ass burning yellow belt and have a lot more options. You know what I mean? Next up, we got the Western Wear for the Engineer. Now, the Western Wear is probably somewhat of a surprise to a lot of people. I really enjoy this hat. I always have. Ever since it came out, I've really enjoyed this hat. It's one of the lesser-liked Engineer hats, but I really do like the way it looks. Something I noticed a long time ago when I first started to, like, collect hats and unusuals, I seem to really like top hat type things. I don't know why, but the Western Wear just always looked really nice to me. Kind of like a steampunky, like, Western type thing, which I liked. It looked really good on the Engineer, and I felt like it fit him really well. So I had one for a very long time. Next up, we got the Grim Hat for the Medic. This is kind of a well-known and well-liked hat, but not as much as like the Vintage Tyrolean or the Surgeon Stahlhelm, which, while I do like those hats as well, I like the Grim Hat a little bit more, simply because it's nice and flat, and the Burning Flames, if you were, because I love Burning Flames, that's no secret. It looks really good with the Grim Hat. Also, I really, really like Plague Doctors and the whole, like, mythology, not mythology because they're a real thing, but like the whole story behind, you know, Plague Doctors, and I really love creepypasta and scary things like that, so naturally I love the Grim Hat. I would have said the Beak, but the Beak, it's alright. I've had one in the past, it's not that bad. I just don't like it as a misc. It's not good for me. Next up, we got the bare necessities for the heavy. This is pretty fucking obvious. I love bears. I love being a bear. I made a fucking video. It was one of my most popular videos when I was like a really small channel of me playing bear heavy and just smacking people in the face with my bear hands with my bare necessities on. That was probably one of the most fun videos I've ever made in my life. Like, I love bear heavy. I'll admit it. If I could, I would definitely buy a burning bare necessities, without a doubt. I don't play heavy enough to really justify it though, so I'm probably not going to do that. And if I'm not mistaken, it's really overpriced, so I'm not going to buy that regardless. But it's a really dope hat, and I love the bare necessities a lot. It's my favorite heavy hat, without a doubt. Next up, we got the Pyromancer's Mask for the Pyro. I've owned the Burning Pyromancer's Mask like probably 3 times now. I'd love to own it again, and if I sell my Mohawk, I may try and get it again, especially now that it's a misc. I've always thought that the Pyromancer's Mask should be a misc. When it first came out, when I first got my Burning Pyromancer's Mask, I was like, this would be a really sweet misc. Straight the fuck up, I want this as a misc. And Valve never did it until, recently, and by recently I mean like a year ago, but they finally made it misc, and now I want it even more because it looks so fucking awesome with so many hats. When I had, I think, a Scorching one a little while ago, I'd pair it with my Wraith Wrap. It looks so fucking good, dude. Like, I need a Burning Pyromancer's Mask. I want one so bad. Next, we've got the Samur-Eye for the Demo Man. Now, this is a very well-liked hat. It's the top-tier demo hat right now, as far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm aware, unless something has upset the market, which I doubt it has. The Burning Samur-Eye is the highest tier demo man hat you can possibly get at this point. And for good reason. It's a really fucking sick hat. I'd go with the Razor Cut as my backup because I love the Mohawks, but without a doubt, Samur-Eye is just so fucking nice looking. I've actually had the opportunity to own one several times. I passed up on it in the past. It wasn't until recently I decided I really want a Burning Samur-Eye. So I'd say without a doubt, Samur-Eye is one of my favorite demo man hats, without a doubt. I've owned the Sunbeams one. I think I've owned a Scorching one in the past. I could be wrong. I know I've owned a Ghost one in the past. It's a nice hat. It's a really good hat. Like, everyone like makes fun of it, calls it the banana hat. I don't give a fuck. I still love that shit. It's awesome. Next, we got the hat with no name for Soldier. Now, I know that my boy Shadow is gonna fucking find this video somehow and go, but Jimmee, what about the Soldier Stash? And I'm gonna say to him, fuck you. I love the Soldier Stash. It's a nice hat misc thing, but I don't care about it anymore, dude. The hat with no name, that's my shit. That's always gonna be my shit. I've had it in the past, I've sold it, and I almost want to try and get it back. I really do. I love my Burning Rack as well, and I love having a Burning Misc for Soldier, but hat with no name, man. I just love the cowboy feel on the Soldier. Even though there's no, like, really good, like, cosmetics that match the hat with no name, I still fucking love it so much. It's my favorite Soldier hat by far. I could have said the War Pig, I could have said, you know, the Slowpoke is really nice, but without a doubt, hat with no name. All day long. All day long. Next, we've got the Bonk Boy for Scout. Now, as I'm sure you all know, I currently have a Burning Flames Bonk Boy. I love the Bonk Boy. I've always loved the Bonk Boy. Again, it's a misc. I love miscs. I love the whole superhero theme for Scout. It works really well, and it just looks really nice with my set. I wear my Bonk Boy with the that jacket that the Scout has that I can't remember right now, and that bonk cooler that he puts on his back. And if, like, in a lot of my posters and stuff like that, I have the Bonk Boy, that like swirly, I think it's called a Grease Lightning. That's the hat that I make him wear with the Bonk Boy. That jacket, the bonk cooler, and those Digit Divulgers. It looks like a fucking purebred superhero, dude. It's so fucking cool. I love that fucking combo so much. Like, I love the Bonk Boy. I really do. And that's why when people try and buy mine, I'm very unlikely to sell it, you know? I've been offered some really ridiculous shit on it, and I still have it, so that's a testament to how much I love the Bonk Boy. Next, the Coup de Grace, the final masterpiece, my favorite hat in the game, without a doubt, is the Mercs Mohawk. Now, a lot of people are probably going to be looking at me thinking I'm stupid. Why don't you like the Team Captain? Why don't you like the Killer's Exclusive? Why don't you like the Modest Pilot hat? And while I don't mind those hats, those aren't hats I want to keep. You know what I mean? They're cool, but they're not for me. You know, Brown Bomber's nice, but no, you know, there's a lot of really nice hats in this game, but without a doubt, the Mercs Mohawk is my shit. Yes, it looks a little bit fucky on Spy, but hopefully they added the cosmetic that will fix that. And regardless, I still love the way it looks on just about every single class that I put it on, you know? Would it be nice if I could make it like an actual mohawk on all those classes? Yeah, it would. Like, they should have it so it overrides whatever the fuck is on top of the head, so that way it looks like a straight up mohawk with like the buzz sides and everything. But regardless, it still looks fucking sick, you know? Like, I've never really cared too much about hair hats, but the not the Grease Landing, my bad. The Mercs Mohawk is without a doubt my favorite hat in the game. I still have my Scorching Flames one. If there was a Burning Flames one, I might go for it, but I like my Scorching Flames one enough to keep it for a long, long time, and I've had it for like a year now, so that's definitely a testament to that. I've liked it ever since it came out. I don't paint it. It doesn't look good painted. I don't care what you say. If you paint your mohawk, you're silly. Just keep that shit normal. Wear your Bruiser's bandana with it, and you look like a fucking thug, and it's awesome. Like, I've always kind of like enjoyed punk music and like, you know, really hardcore music like that, and this just kind of, it's like the epitome of punk for me in TF2, and I love it so much because of that. It's so fucking sick. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what your favorite hats are in the description, in the comments below, my bad. And let me know what you think of this video. If you agree with my choices, if you think I'm stupid for liking certain hats, whatever. Most of these are pretty much, you know, generic, everyone's favorite hats, but some of them are probably hats you wouldn't expect me to like, so I'm kind of excited to hear what you guys think of it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, GG. Thank you for watching. Peace the fuck out.